Hello, I'm inside HornbillTV. Mui Naomi Kikon. Ita Nagaland Express laga news channel. Aji Nagaland laga ex-parliamentary association Canberra held laga obor seminar ekta organize kurishe kute former Nagaland legislative members kan ahigina attend kurishe. Program day special guest sharing in Longkumar Legislative Assembly laga speaker bra kotha kura homoy koshe government bra assembly laga members aro former parliamentary members kan karine salary aro allowance utawle proposal digina ase koshe IB dulaga details sawo.
I'm happy to receive the representation from the ex-parliamentarian association and in the subject of the pensions and salary that have been submitted. I would like to inform all the everyone here that today that it was one of my desire in the last house, in the 13th house, to revisit and review the Salary and Allowances Act of the state concerning the privileges, entitlements, salary and allowance of honorable members and members of the ex-PAM. The exercise got delayed and there were financial constraints put because of the pandemic that we have faced last 2 years, in the last 10 years. So immediately after resuming the chair as the Speaker of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly, and after thorough discussion with the Honourable Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, I had convened the House Committee recently. We had a long deliberation and the proposals have been made to enhance the salary and allowances of honourable members, the pensions of ex-PAM members, and the Nagaland Legislative Assembly is continuously working to work out modalities so that at least some requirements of honored members of ex-PAM can be met through various activities. Here I would also like to request and urge the honored members of the ex-PAM that in the coming days and in the near future, not very far from today, we would be working out modalities to create platforms where we would like to enrich the Assembly Secretariat from all your experiences and learning, and also at the same time provide an opportunity so that we continuously serve in the service of our people.
Today, it's just about 60-70 days after we assume power. But we can already feel the pressure. And we are at a loss, full of uncertainties as we journey through this. Full of uncertainties. We can't fathom, we can't predict, we can't chart out the roadmap. It won't work. Something just pops up now, we have to handle it now. And that is dangerous. When you don't see the destination, the object, and you just all of a sudden make a stopgap arrangement all the time. A stopgap arrangement, a temporary arrangement to cool down the situation. You have a little time to breathe and continue. This will not work. It has not worked and it will not. So what I'm trying to stress here, honorable members, we need your guide. We need your participation. We need to pull in your opinions.
Today, when I look at all our esteemed
members, I remembered one thing. In Bible, it says that we eat to live, not eat to live. But I believe, seeing our bellies, I think most of us were living to eat, right? See, health. What is health? Usually in our own vernaculars, we think that health means gao bal taka. But WHO definition of health is a complete state of physical, mental, and social well-being. We quite often forget about the mental and social well-being. So to be healthy, or to consider yourself or myself to be healthy, we need to be physically fit, mentally fit, and socially fit. So now we can well judge ourselves how many of us are mentally, physically, mentally, and socially well-being to call ourselves healthy. Like earlier, government of India was spending so much time and energy on communicable diseases. But lately when they analyze it, they realize that the major cause of death is not because it's no more the communicable diseases, but it is non-communicable diseases. So, as ex-lawmakers, we are no more that young. So, when it comes to mental health, what we call non-communicable diseases, we are the victims. We have been living in our comfort for far too long. So the outcome of that is communicable diseases. That is hypertension, blood sugar, and cardiovascular diseases.
Labia Center for Mental Well-being Bra, Chumukedima Police, Commissioner of Police, Dimapur Luko, collaborate Kurigna, G Mental Health Awareness Month, Manishe Sovima Police Station de Anxiety Laga Team Loigna. Program de Reverend Father Dr. Joe Marietas, Director of Shalom Rehabilitation Center, Aro Dr. Ayenla Longchar, Psychiatrist State Mental Health Institute, Kohima, Kotha Krisha.
See how this mental health issue is unattended for a long time. It doesn't mean that people are not having mental issues. They are having earlier also, but we were not able to diagnose the people and we are not able to aware the people regarding this mental issue. And sometimes we are taking it as a stigma and people are not willing to accept at all. We are having this issue and that issue. Because they are saying कि यारे महिला तो मैं तो एकदम भालस है किले डॉक्टर के जा बोले आशा है किले अपनी मोई के पगला निशिना कोई विषय मोई तो पगला नहीं मोई तो एकदम ठीक है ना but this matter is not for denying the facts. We have to accept the reality and we have to seek the professional help. And again, this is not the responsibility of even a single individual. We have to have combined efforts as a family member. If I am having some issues regarding the anxiety, depression, sometimes frustration also, and I am having repeatedly this angriness. So some family members can identify the person and they can seek help from psychologists. We can go to psychologists because psychologists are not here for only treating the mad people only. Because we have small issues and you would never know when this issue is growing up and this can be a big issue. That's why I am saying we as a police personnel, every day we are having a lot of stress. गाली भी busy है. And that's because we are performing and we are dealing with public also, and sometimes we are not getting that much appreciation from public side. And we are doing our work and we are having a lot of exposure, and in spite of that we are not that much appreciable people as a we are having a lot of stress in our job also. So this I have a request, if any person is having any kind of issue, and even your family members and your neighbors also, kindly come forward to give them help as professional help.
Anxiety is very, very normal. We all go through. When we are not able to control this anxiety, then only it becomes sickness or a problem. As long as it does not interfere in our daily life, we don't need to worry about it. So we have got normal anxiety and problem anxiety. So we need to understand normal anxiety. For example, you have taken one boy for some crime to the police station. Normally the parents have anxiety. They will come immediately. Then you will tell them, hey, then they become more anxious. And then they have to call for some other help. Otherwise, okay, apni laga bacha to aise ete bogi ase, tai ke to inaka kori ase, hakibi, koikna, I'm going to pull down korikna paisa ke tai ke laga anxiety bhi na ho. Otherwise, what happens? You show your anxiety, they will show their anxiety, then conflict begins. Then kone dangur ase tate kotha ulai. Moi para right ase na apne para right ase, and apni kan bhi na chadibo, tai kan bhi na chadibo. Then we get into more and more issues. So always remember that there is a normal anxiety in every one of us, and that goes well with us. When this normal anxiety interferes with our personal life, then only it becomes a problem. And does not mean that all of us are having problem, okay? Let us try to care for one another. How do we care for one another? First, we need to care for ourselves. When we care for ourselves, we are able to care for others. If you don't care for yourself, you don't care for others. So how do we take care of ourselves? I just want to give you a few points how to take care of ourselves. Yeah, please. Positive mental health. It's a very, very important thing. How do you look at yourself? Amikan ke nijor ke kenaka saya se. First, to have a positive mental health. It is very, very simple to identify whether we are positive mental health or not, whether we have good mental health. Learn to understand yourself. Kete bar to na amikan manukan ke kitni understanding na kore, nijor ke bhi understanding na kore. Amikala jakate to bishi pacha ka nagibo. Ahi kina taikan ke kobo. Hey, apne na kasde, na kana koribe. I can kobo. Not even someone told me in my life that I am doing like this. We never correct people. When we try to understand ourselves, I think we learn better. So please learn to understand yourself. Self-understanding. So in order to have self-understanding, we don't need to have big education. We don't need to be a learned people. Just understand what is happening to you. When you get up in the morning, am I good? Okay, fine. How is it? Can look for a life here? How do you look at your life? How do you look at your job? How do you look at your personal life as well as your professional life, your family? When we are at one stage, our life is very, very different. When we move on this journey, our life becomes very different. But we need to be faithful all along, from the beginning till the end. Then only that becomes a reliable source. So the way you look at your problems, the situations, and the way that you are not able to take your decisions all affects our life. So have a very good view. So friends, practice. You feel good about yourself, you think good about yourself, you also speak good about yourself, and also you do good to yourself. When you are good to yourself, that will reflect into others. When we are not good to ourselves, then it won't reflect from others. So we do that. Yeah, next. Enjoy ordinary occurrences of daily life. Learn to enjoy your life every day. Don't take it as a burden. Don't bring your past. Believe in yourself, friends, that I am able to take some control of your life. If you don't believe in yourself, who will believe you?
State President BJP Mahila Morcha S Pangnon Konyakra aji press conference te Modi Sorgar Julaigna no sal kutumha opor goshiki BJP Sorgar do nation first policy follow kurina so promise kuriado fulfill kurishe gushe.
Today this press conference is focusing mainly on 9 years of Modi government. Ever since Modi government came to government in 2014, there has been an unprecedented change in the development of the country. And our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's led government has focused on uplifting the downtrodden. And this has been manifested in all the schemes and projects of the government. What India was before 2014 and what India is now is there for all of us to see. We have a Prime Minister who came in with Swachh Bharat. He started with Swachh Bharat. This was something which we never expected. He started with cleanliness, and this has had an effect and impact on the country. Then we went on to so many different schemes and projects. For example, we have a government which thinks for the people. It believes in uplifting the livelihood of the people who are out of the ambit of regular livelihood. So daily wage workers, the ones who are there, who do not have regular employment, everyone is benefiting from the schemes of the government. And this is a government which has not gone back on its promise. Whatever it had promised, it has kept its promises and it has fulfilled it. For example, in Nagaland, we have many projects and schemes of the central government, but we all know, for example, 1-2 schemes which has had an impact on the lives of the people, especially when we come to schemes like Ayushman Bharat, where Ayushman Bharat, the government is committed, and then in Nagaland, 32,000 people have benefited and they have availed free treatment worth 55 crore. So for a state, for people who cannot afford healthcare, to get free treatment worth 55 crore, 32,000 people have benefited. And also we have 331 AB health and wellness centers which are operational here in the state. Likewise, our state is also benefiting a lot. There is this Ujjwala scheme and also Anna Garib Kalyan Yojana. So all these schemes of the government, various schemes of the government are always targeted to the poor. BJP as a party, we believe in being a party with a difference. And why we say it is a party with a difference is because it is not only election-based party, but then throughout the year, the party works for the people. So here, these days, we are commemorating 1 month, and in this 1 month, we will be reaching out to the beneficiaries of various schemes, because during COVID was something that was unheard of. We did not know what to do, the whole world. It was not only India, but the whole world did not know how to deal with COVID. But then our Prime Minister, with his vision, he came and then he gave impetus and vaccines were developed. And vaccination was done on such a large scale, and it was a very successful way in which we combated COVID. At the same time, so many food grain distribution to the people, and it has reached everyone. And Prime Minister's vision is last mile connectivity. So that is why we have the road sector developing. The Look East policy, which earlier was Look East, is now Act East. So Northeast and Nagaland, we are also benefiting from the various schemes of the government. The government here has a policy which is focused on developing the nation, and it follows this nation first policy. So it always puts the interest of the nation and then works for that. For example, we did not have direct benefit transfer earlier. So direct benefit transfer under Digital India has benefited so many people because it has cut the middleman. So the beneficiaries get direct benefit straight to their accounts, Jan Dhan Yojana. So this is a government which works for the people, which is for the people, and it has a success story that India has changed and it has transformed. And this is a government which works with a vision, and that vision is being fulfilled with the various schemes and projects of the government. In Nagaland also, we have many youths who have also benefited from the various schemes of our government. For example, Jal Jeevan Yojana, where every household is being connected with potable water. So with tap water connection, so 2.2 lakh households have been provided with tap water in the last 3 years in Nagaland. And then under PM Awas Yojana, 16,000 houses have been built in Nagaland. So all these are benefits that the people are reaping from the people-centric government that we have now. And then in the future also, we see that this government has a lot of vision. It's working with an aim for upliftment of the people. And then the schemes that the government continues to introduce will all be focused for the welfare of the people. Thank you.
World No Tobacco Day do dunia sob de hotai sal May 31st day manai gina ahi ase aro etu event to World Health Organization pra organize kura laga event ekta ase kundubra manukan ge tobacco consume kura laga harmful effects laga obori awareness di aro manukan ge smoke kuri achari bole encourage kure hotai sal World No Tobacco laga alag team thage aro edu sal laga team do we need food not tobacco ase Sal 2023 laga global campaign do tobacco palya manukange alternative crop production laga opode awareness tigina nutrient dense sustainable crops kan palibule encourage kurubule laga ase idia World No Tobacco Day laga opode olop highlight kurubo World No Tobacco Day laga history do 1987 de date back kure Kidia World Health Organization bra tobacco epidemic laga against the global initiative lobole karne resolution ekta pass kurishe Idu laga response de World Health Organization bra WHO Framework Convention on Tobacco Control 2002 laga anniversary mark kurule karne May 31 do World No Tobacco Day manawole announce kuridishe Idu laga treat do tobacco consumption reduce kurubule aro idu laga health effects kumdi kurle bana laga first international agreement ase
World No Tobacco Day laga significance to tobacco chula prevent kurubule or control kurubule ase kundu dunia pura de preventable deaths laga leading causes hai tobacco industry pa environmental degradation they be contribute kre or vulnerable communities ke be exploit kre World No Tobacco laga do smoke kuya laga dangers kan chuna bole or tobacco laga consumption komti kurubule laga policies or programs kan laga opode awareness dibule karni opportunity dangor ekta ase itia smoking pra moi kan laga health kiniga biya kure itu laga sabo Firstly, cardiovascular system de kiniga affect kure smoking pra cardiovascular disease laga risk othai aro arteries kan laga inner line bhangai gina heart attack aro stroke laga chances bi bishi kuride smoking pra blood vessels kan bi narrow kuride aro blood pressure bi othai de Second, digestive system. Smoke kriya pra stomach or pancreatic cancer laga risk othai gina digestive system ge affect kure. Smoking pra ulcers, acid reflux or alag digestive disorders kan bi olai. Third, skin health. Smoke kriya pra blood flow komti kuri gina skin laga aging process accelerate kure kutte pra wrinkles or dryness kan hoy. Smoking pra skin cancer laga risk bi bishi kure. For reproductive system smoking pra maiki aro mota ke bi fertility affect kre mota kan de erectile dysfunction or sperm count reduce kurble de maiki kan pregnant thagya time de smoke kurishe kuile miscarriage stillbirth premature birth low weight birth aro ala complications kan thage Oral health. Smoking do oral cancer, gum disease or tooth loss laga major causes hai. Smoking pra bad breath or tat can be stain kuride. Vision. Smoking pra cataracts or macular degeneration can develop kurubule risk othai. De kundu pra manu kan ge blind kurubule pare. 7. Immune system. Smoke kriya pra immune system de weak kride kundu para moika laga gaude infections kan or bimari kan logo de larai kurubule duk kride. Surgery or injury kan thagya pichide be healing process to delay kride. Mental health. Smoke kriya pra anxiety, depression or alak mental health disorders kan laga risk othai de or poor cognitive function or memory loss logo de be link kre. Overall, saishukule smoke kuya do lung disease ekla noy gina aro alak bimari laga bi major risk factor ase aro manu ekta tai laga health improve kurubule mon ase aro itu conditions can develop kurubule mon nai kule smoke kuya chari dia do sobse bhal ilaj ekta ase
Ida karne mani ase aro site ke bi Hornbill TV